Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Jennifer. This is 13 Moons Lodge, and I'm here to do the weekly energy reading for January the 22nd to the 28th. For some reason, that wasn't computing in my head as correct, but yeah, that is right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 28th. Okay. I still use my fingers to count, so I'm very old school. So I've already got the cards ready to go here. We do have a full moon in Leo on the 25th. I was shuffling the Moonology oracle deck, and one popped out. And so that is a fiery climax approaches. This is full moon in Aries. So, but when I was feeling with this is there might be some really intense emotions around this full moon that are coming up. It feels surprising to me. What I'm picking up is that they're going to take us by surprise. It's like a surge of emotion will come up, and we'll have a very heightened, almost overreactive reaction, or just or a response to a situation or something that is going to trigger, and it's going to take us by surprise. So just be aware of that. But I'm going to pull out one more card for that particular deck. And I'm going to pull 7 oracle cards here, and I wish you could see them. I haven't got things squared away here the way I would like to. Okay, so I've got those pulled. Sorry, I'm farting around here with my cord. Okay, and let's get some more clarity on what this week is bringing. Okay. Still clearing out energies, walking away from things that aren't serving us, because we do have the 8 of cups here. So we are still walking away from things that don't serve us. Oh, geez, that was close. All right. I'm on a roll here today. I can see I'm clumsy as heck. So yeah, we are. I was trying to show you the Fool. I feel a little bit like a fool right now, but that's okay. So we have the Fool card coming in here showing us, yeah, we're walking away from things that aren't serving us anymore. And the purpose of this is because we're starting a new journey. We need to clear out the old, create space for the new. But okay, so just backtracking here, we're still transformation this week. Definitely a good thing. I see my camera has dropped a little bit. Hopefully it'll stay put because my setup isn't the best, and the arm that my phone is sitting on has a tendency, my phone's a bit heavy, so it wants to go whir. So hopefully it'll hold. So yeah, so with this full moon coming up on the 25th, and I wanted the moon energies. So a lot of intense energies coming around this full moon this week. But you know what? We have, with that particular card that popped out, this one here, we have the Star. So what I'm perceiving with this and these intense energies is that they're going to really give us some very clear insight into kind of where we're at or what's going on within us. So a really great opportunity for healing and self-awareness. And again, it feels like it's just going to be like almost instantaneous when this happens. These emotions come up, and it's going to be like, I get this now about me or this situation. But just a very intense, sudden spark of clarity, which is going to bring about a greater clarity in where we're going on our path and what we need to change in our lives in a really good way. So I'm thinking that we'll realize that things have to end or things have to change, as these cards are showing here. So again, with this 10 of Swords coming up, we are finishing a cycle. We're done with a lot of things that in our lives that we realize aren't part of our future. They are not part of where we're going. So we have to let them go. And again, this can be relationships, jobs, where you live. It can be ways you think, ways of being in the world. However you create who you are in the world is changing. It's not bringing you fulfillment anymore. It's not bringing you happiness. And so these things are ending it because we have this, I'm feeling in this first card with the star, this clarity of, oh my gosh, I have this clear insight now into the situation or aspect of my life. We're realizing that I'm holding on to this, and why am I holding on to this when it's not serving me? And so we're realizing that, yeah, it's been over, but we've been holding on to it. It could be something from the past as well. So that 10 of Swords is being clarified with have faith in your dreams, the waxing crescent moon. So this is just having faith and trusting the process, trusting what you're feeling, and that it is time to move on into the next part of your life. It is time to let these aspects of you go and not to hold on to them, not to have any doubt about where it is you're going or what it is you're doing. So next we have the 9 of Cups. So this card is about fulfillment. So this is us in letting go and moving on and accepting, and I want to say accepting what is happening, accepting the present moment for what it is. There is a surrender into that, and in that surrender we can feel fulfilled by trusting in the process of our journey. There can be, if we allow it, this feeling of I'm okay and I am moving into good things. We collectively are moving into good things. This card is being clarified with embracing, and that's how I feel with this this 9 of Cups, is just surrendering into what is, and this will help propel us into the next stage of, and give us strength to walk away from what it is that doesn't serve us. So leaving the past behind, really all these things that meant so much to us and that we put so much time and energy and love into. But this, by just accepting it for what it is and trusting and surrendering into that trust, will give us the strength to do what we need to do. This 8 of Cups is being clarified by new beginnings. So absolutely. And then we have the Fool next. So, truly new beginnings in many different levels. So absolutely, we got to walk away in order to embrace what is coming for us and what we are walking into. And again, as I had just mentioned, we have the Fool. So we are beginning a new journey. We are stepping into new versions of ourselves in our lives. And again, this is being clarified by just trusting that everything is okay. Everything's going to be okay. You are okay. This is part of the process. This is what is supposed to happen. If we're not growing and changing, then we are stagnating. We're living in the past, and we need to be living in the present and hopeful and planning and dreaming about our future, where we want it to go. And this is what we are absolutely doing here this week. So again, lots of big changes. So next we have, again, another beginning card, the Ace of Wands. So new passions coming into our pathway, new pathways for that, meaning. And so again, these are inspired ideas and things that we're being pulled towards. So recognizing, that this is our higher selves that are pulling us and leading us into these new pathways, because we're creating space here by all this, the endings and the leaving behind what's not serving us. We are creating that space to move forward here. And also here, so it's almost like a rebirth, because we have the birthday card coming up here. So that Ace of Wands is being clarified by birthday. So you might be having a significant birthday this week or around this time. But for generally speaking, for most of us, this is just a time of rebirth. So really reinventing ourselves in many, many ways. So it almost is like being reborn. And then finally, we have the Hierophant. So really leaving behind old structures of being, leaving behind the shoulds. We should do this. We got to check these off of our list. This is what I was told I should do. This is the way society says things are. So these are really big things. This is about recognizing structures, governmental structures, how we've structured our life, things that we've just kind of gone along with because we didn't know any different, or we just trusted that. But now as we are embodying our personal power, we are recognizing that, hey, wait a second, why I need to question this. Why is this happening on a much more global scale, and how we can effect change locally, and but just again, not only locally but internally. It starts with ourselves. So, but that's what we're doing here. So this is all a big kind of ripple effect, but basically we are moving away from things that a lot of structures, I'm coming back to structures in our lives outside of us that we never really gave too much thought about, or we did to a point, but this is growing, this awareness of how things are happening around us. Again, I keep coming back to governmental laws and manipulations, and what are we choosing to believe, and where are we putting our faith. And so again, that's changing, and this is being clarified with straddling worlds, wandering between realms. So that makes a lot of sense to me, that because we are questioning big things here, we are stepping away from just being the way we used to be, and we are recognizing that maybe things need to change on a big scale here. And so we're not just taking and accepting things as they're being handed to us as this is the way it is, but we're going, oh, maybe I'm not going to accept that because that's what I'm told to accept. Maybe I'm going to step back and look at this from a different perspective. And so really, just shifting and not taking sides on anything, but just realizing that things aren't what they seem, and that we need, and it's about questioning what's going on here. So wow, really interesting week. So again, really stepping outside of old ways of being. We're still letting a lot of things go, shifting. This isn't something that just happens overnight. This is something that happens over a long period of time. But because it keeps coming up in the readings, this is just telling me that this is a very significant shift. This is on many multidimensional layers. We are starting to open up, letting go of more rigid three-dimensional ways of living our life, and we're tapping into and embracing and embodying the higher aspects of ourselves, and then how that is affecting, how that fits in with the way we've been living, and recognizing that, okay, I need to shift this, let go of this very closed off mindset about the way the world is or the way it should be, and we're softening in that respect. So thank you so much for joining me, and I appreciate any of your feedback. I hope you're all doing okay, and let me know how you're doing. I'd love to know in the comments, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It is free to do so. And just have a beautiful week, everybody, and remember that you are loved so much. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. We'll see you soon.